some Chinese went and rearranged the board. So on a 148 now, the chassis is the same as board ground. So I'm getting a buzz in there. Do you hear any kind of hum or anything? I hear it in my headphones, but and see it in my scope, but I don't know if I'm broadcasting or not. You hear a little buzz in there, a little hum like a ground loop?
I don't hear any buzz, I don't hear any ground loop, but it does sound a little bit overdriven. I'm rolling the Watergate right now. It does sound a little bit overdriven, but I don't hear no buzz. Nothing sounds overdriven at all. It doesn't sound, there's no buzz, there's no kind of noise. Just a little bit of an overdriven sound. I got it live on Ustream, and I'm doing a recording right now, 77. So I don't know, you might want to back it down just a hair. It could be conditioned, though, I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen to it. Come on.
Yeah. No, most likely it's I got a little hot. I had a little, I don't know, that may have did a little bit there. I backed it back down. It took a little off the top end there. Somewhere right in there, I don't know. It just kind of ticked me off that they changed the board. Now I had to try to figure out, had to troubleshoot all over again, you know. Bought a new 148 and was just gonna put all the mods into it and have a nice clean one, you know, one that hadn't been tinkered with just something nice to run. Put a heat sink on the back of it for long key downs, you know, and just something nice. And then dadgum if they didn't go and change the board on me, so now I gotta try to work these bugs out again.
Bring down the gain just a wee bit. I got the Watergate rolling, and I think you'd support it. Bring down the audio gain just a little bit. I think you're overdriving something right there. It sounded good, but it sounded overdriven, just a hair. Come on.
I can take a little bit of that final compressor out there. I come down a notch on it. That probably had it going. It is a little hot. Most likely it is still running a little hot, but I came off one notch on my final output and off my compressor there, so that may have tamed it. I don't know. I don't want to come back too much.
Yeah, I don't know. You may want to compare. I'm going to throw this on YouTube. I got a good gig going right now. You got a real good signal going right about now. 77. But you may want to just bring it down just a hair more, because you've been sounding a lot better than this. I don't think you'd be too happy if you heard your gate right about now. It does. I mean, the fidelity is there, but it sounded just a little bit overdriven. Come on.
10-4. Yeah, I don't know, like I said, new radio, everything's a little bit different too, so I'm gonna have to find the sweet spot to get in it. I may not have it set up quite right with my driver. I may end up needing some more dead key, I don't know. I may have the dead key down too low. May have too much swing in that thing, you know?
You got about 20 dBs. 20 dB swinging to about 40 dB, so that's a 20 dB swing. So yeah, it might be just a little bit too much. I've run down that road, and I still run down the road. A lot of times I sound a lot better with a whole lot more carrier than I do audio. And right now I'm running my audio a little bit hot. I mean, it's wide, but it's a little hot. And on some radios, it doesn't sound all that smooth. You know, some radios can't take 180% positive. All that good. You know, it just gets clipped, and it sounds distorted. Even though it's clean, man, I got my scope going, it's clean as can be. Clean as a baby's butt. It doesn't sound too good. So sometimes you're right, man. You bring it up the carrier, it just helps out a little bit.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I took that compressor, that final compressor completely out. It looks like it's smooth up, so it doesn't look near as choppy on the key. I mean, on the scope here, so I may have done it. I don't know. I may be trying to get too much top end right now out of it. I don't know.
Radio D double L gone.
Right before ADLL, I heard you in there while balljoint was 77 with Keen on down. Yeah, you have sounded better. You have sounded better. I don't know if it's overly compressed or overly modulated. This radio is pretty good with overmodulation, though. It can handle the way the receive is. It's not linked to the carrier, so you can run as much modulation as you want, and distortion will not affect it in any way, shape, or form. It's completely separate. The side bands are completely separate of the carrier, so it doesn't affect it at all. So if your side bands are clean, it doesn't care. So yeah, I would think maybe it's a little something something downstream, maybe a little overdriven. But I know where that goes, man. Every time I get a new processor or a new mic or a new radio, man, it just takes a long. It's just a long time before you can figure out what the hell's going on. Like I was saying before, man, it's about as hot as I ever write my microphone right about now. How's this thing sounding, ball joint? Because right now I'm running an L. My compression's kind of weak. My compression's way down, but my audio's way up. Come on.
Oh yeah, you're sounding real good, man. I like that sound. Like you said, every time you play with something, a lot of different settings change. But yeah, I like your sound going right now. That's a pretty cool, smooth sound, And about that smooth audio, I don't know. I'm gonna have to sit here and play with it. Mess with this new radio, see if I can get the bugs out. As long as I ain't transmitting that buzz, I'm cool with it. I don't want to sound like I'm getting electrocuted here or anything.
All right, Joe. On the not getting electrocuted. Well, let me get this gate up on Ustream or YouTube so you can hear this duckblucker before I lose it. Unless you get an idea what you're sounding like, because it sounded good. I've heard you sound better, but it does sound real good. The fidelity is there. It might be just a little hot on one end or the other. Hey, I heard you in there the last time around, man. Let's do a little pause for the cause there. And here's my good friend, Mr. Balljoint, man. He's trying to get his hi-fi radio, get that duckblucker working real good. All right, we'll throw this up on the YouTube. Get back on the side. Worldwide 131 Mustang Radio Show in this high and dry, getting on down.
Mustang 131 AM. It makes your AM radio come on.